job is always causing stress. All I ever do is work, I don't get no rest. I know Thursday night is on the way. Down in trouble waters, Mike's where the pay. Pour me a drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away. I know that I'll be among my friends. Mike's where the page goes live again. There we go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. It's okay to dance. It's Friday. One of our famous tunes from Andy Simmons there, back when we had our Drunk Donkey IPA at Trouble Waters Brewery. That was some good times. So yeah, let's say hi to everybody. Let me slow down the music a little bit. It is Friday. Hopefully everybody's ready for the weekend and still thinking about our fans and friends up in the Hurricane Laura regions. They're not partying. So when you're having a beer tonight or a glass of wine or some whiskey, cheers to the ones that we'll be able to soon, we hope, right? Susie Day, all right, I like that. She got good taste. Tell her, or him. What's up, Whitney? What's going on in LA? You guys are under a heat advisory today, Louisiana. There's our girl Bobby. So we do our little romper room session. This is our cheers to Louie. We'll take a minute, let everybody. Oh yeah, and listen, this is I just googled Florida webcams and. So here's the Ocean Deck. We'll do a call out to the Ocean Deck. Check them out. They're in Daytona Beach. They had a webcam. So I figured I'd let everybody see some hazy Florida sunshine. So we got a voodoo doll. Actually, I got a lot of tiki guys. That's a tiki guy. Our back porch has got a bunch of tiki guys. Hunter almost fell down there. All right, let's show you the puppies. We got a little bit to talk about. Hey, Joe Curtis. I butcher names. That's what I do. So here's the boys. We'll just let them look at the camera for a little bit. We'll see what you guys are talking about. I got to scroll the comments, so I got to put Hunter down. See if we can catch up. There's Robin. What's up, Robin? We got morning, everybody. Hey, Sarah. Race weekend at Darlington. Yeah. Wallace Grandstands. So what's up, Nicole? Whitney? Deuce says hi. There's Louie. Louie says hi. He'll wave at you. Say, hey, Deuce. Hey, Hunter. Charleston, yep. Heat index has been crazy across the South. There's our boy Bill Jackson. So, all right, we'll put the puppies down. We'll say bye, Louie. Say bye, Louie. Say bye to everybody. You say bye? And Hunter's like, where are you going, brother? Armin from the Keys. Oh, I wish I was down there with you, hanging out, tiki bar somewhere. This might be the last weekend we can enjoy no tropics in a while. What's up, Scott Gibbs, Jacksonville? Hey, Mary from New Bern. Are you friends with Lexi? All right, let's go. I can't put you down. He's just so darn cute, man. He's like a little. He's almost 6. He'll be 6 months old and maybe 5 pounds. He's gonna be a little guy. All right. So let's get rolling. Let's talk tropics, right? Let's start out by, of course, thanking our Facebook supporter here, sponsor of Mike, ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. You can get them in Florida. You can go there and then go back to the Ocean Deck and enjoy Daytona Beach calm morning stroll on the sandy shores of A1A. hot and hazy, but big thanks to ABC, Florida's largest independent, family-owned fine wine and spirits store. All right, heard snow. Yeah, we have snow coming, Becky. Can you believe that? We have a cold front coming. The big question mark is how far south and how far east will it go? It's definitely going into middle U.S. with snow in Denver. So if you want to fly to Denver midweek, you're going to see snow. Hey, Jason. Yeah, well, hey, maybe we can get a cross promotion going. Yeah, Harley. Yeah, we just had all these people watching some dude. At least he had clothes on. That would have been funny. Not funny. Funny like haha, not hee hee. All right, so big thanks ABC. That's where I'll be going. In fact, I have a picture. I always used to do the picture. I've yet to buy a bottle of the Jack Daniel's Eric Church version, but you can bet tonight I will be jamming into my iTunes with some Eric Church and all other good country. So 96 proof, I think it is. That's crazy. Or 98 proof. 98 proof. Available at ABC. All right. So here's what we got cooking. We got tropics, obviously. So let's put it on the tropics map. We'll leave that up here now for a second. This is the NHC page. We'll leave that up for a second. So what do we got? Well, we got Nana gone. Omar's nothing. The little yellow X guy's nothing. I got a new microphone coming, by the way. Shelly hooked me up. By the way, Shelly helps me out. Shelly is always helped me out. Shelly's story is this. Shelly rode out Hurricane Matthew while I was on. I was live like I was during Laura. And she was sweating bullets living on the East Coast of Florida. And apparently I talked to her a lot. I didn't know. I talked to a lot of people. And since then, she's always been helping me. And I'm like, do you work in Facebook? Do you do social media? Oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, well, then, I'm going to pay you some because I don't expect free work. So she helps a lot manage things. So if you wonder who she is, that's who she is. So she helps out. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to her if I'm not around. It's impossible. Only complaint I've been getting is I can't respond to everybody like I used to, and it hurts me to get too big. So that sucks, but that's the price we got to pay. Yes, Stacy, we got a big storm heading towards East Japan, South Korea. It's pretty strong. So I'll show you here in a little bit. Bobby, there's always a story. Bobby, we love Bobby. All right, so this is like, let's say you saw the ending of a movie, and you don't know how the beginning started, if that makes sense. So you watch the movie knowing the ending, but you don't know all the stuff in between. So that's kind of what we're watching here. We know it's Pika season. We know that all the conditions are favorable for tropical development. So we're just waiting, and we know one of these guys is gonna maybe impact somebody. So we're just watching and waiting, and that's all we can do. It's like, that's why this will be a great weekend to drink or party, or don't drink. Just go enjoy, because we don't know. We don't know the models. Now again, back to the microphone. That's how I got started on the microphone. So I got a new microphone coming. Hopefully it's a noise canceling microphone, and you won't hear the click of the mouse. I didn't realize when I do this little thing, it clicks a lot. So I'm going to get a microphone. I'm going to put it over on this side, so it's far away from my clicker. So that's what's coming today. It's out for delivery. Be here by 9 o'clock. Thank goodness for Amazon. So here's the scoop in a nutshell. So midweek, we have a front coming down. That's a front. How cold it gets, some of the models were showing 50s and 60s all the way down on the Gulf Coast. Euro's a little weaker than GFS, but there is a front coming. That's going to weaken the high, our strong Atlantic high that we normally have. And I'll try to click less, by the way. So the question is, like this, so the first guy is expected to pass the orange guy. So this is like a race. Pretend there's a little, there's a pace car right here. Or it's a, better yet, it's a highway patrol, like on the interstate. Like, as soon as the highway patrol gets off, these little guys are going to come racing over. They're just kind of hanging out right now. So as soon as the highway patrol exits the freeway, everybody speeds up, and we'll start to see things get a little clearer. So this red guy is expected to pass the orange guy. The red guy is expected, a lot of the models are showing a recurve. So that's good news. But that's a question mark because of the high pressure system. The point that I haven't really seen make yet is the fact that we have another system and another system is eventually this front's going to erode and our high pressure is going to build back in. So do we have two recurves? And does this guy, be the one to watch? That is my, if I had to guess what's going to happen is the front is going to influence the first two, and then possibly we'll have one riding below the high pressure. So that's kind of what we're at. Still looking at midweek. Let's look at some models. Let's look at spaghetti models. So here's spaghetti models on the orange guy. This is not the red guy. This is the bottom orange guy. This guy right here. Kind of everywhere. So that's not a good sign. Never seen a far Atlantic wave with spaghetti models like this. Usually they're trekking across, but they're very slow moving right now. The trade winds down that way are just slow, so there's very little movement right now. So there's that. Julie snores. Yep. John Madden would be proud, Jim. Yes, I'm gonna be a clicking fool soon. What do I got to drink, man? I feel like I'm on I don't know. I got Mountain Dew to my side, and I got coffee. All right, so there's that. All right, so I try to keep it slow. Talk about what we know, if that's even possible. This is the National Weather Service page. This is what's happening today, by the way. High pressure is locked in over Florida. That's why we have heat advisories up. Heat advisory, heat advisory. That means we have a big high pressure system. But what's coming midweek is going to be interesting. So let's watch all the models. I guess we can just dive right into the models and see. Because as far as weather goes, we really don't have a lot to talk about short term. Here's today's storm threat. Nothing per se. Day 2, little upper jet stream energy, but look at that, nothing. So tomorrow looks good, and then Sunday looks good. So it looks so good that I reached out to find Emily a guest player position in softball, because last week we got rained out, and I knew it's going to be a hot, dry weekend. So enjoy it, because I'm thinking it might be the last weekend without hurricane tracking, at least for what I do. So one more thing I need to note, this little guy popped up, and I didn't spend a lot of time looking at him. I forgot. But this is just a upper level disturbance firing away here, but it's interesting. The NHC didn't say anything at 8 o'clock. Just kind of sitting there. Got strong upper, well, the winds don't look too bad. Let's take a look at the shear map. It's riding on a edge. Well, it could be moving into a low shear environment. This could be part of that wave. We keep talking about middle week. I kept showing a lot of maps showing middle week possible something. This could be part of that wave that's going to eventually make its way into the middle week here. So that's something on the radar. Let's take a look at Weather Nerds and take a look at what it looks like. Weather Nerds is a great site for do-it-yourself tropic maps. We'll take a look at that here. Loop. So this is not on the NAC map. This is just you know, this is the story of the tropics. You watch things in real time, and you want to click, save the click. Now I'm so conscious of the click. I'm clicking like very softly. Like I was thinking about ripping apart the mouse and taking the click out. I've been clicking for years, man. All of a sudden I'm paranoid about clicking. But anyway, so this, you know, we'll see what this does. I'll watch it. I don't. Let's see if it's tied to a wave. Yeah, technically it's part of a tropical wave. So I kind of wanted to digest all that before we went into the models, because I like making everybody wait. Sorry. But yeah, it's just a lot of upper level disturbance. Got a little 500 millibar spin, a little bit. So it could try. I'm surprised the NHC didn't mark it. So maybe we'll get a circle at 2 o'clock. Right now it's just hovering. Since South America there, Azores or Aruba, Azores, Aruba. I got the A right. All right, so we're watching that. Nothing on the NHC map. All right, so no local, no weather to worry about. Rain we got going on. So here is what the model is. So we'll go to Tropical Tidbits. So I shrunk the screen now, so I don't have to go up and down. That saves the click. Let me see what you guys are saying, by the way. NWS Miami. Who gives a click? I like it. That'd be a shirt. There's Sandy Hoff. What's up? Happy Friday. Yeah, we don't want anything going back to Louisiana. They're done for the year, right? That came out of nowhere, by the way. It didn't come out of nowhere, but it happened so fast. Yeah, and you know, we got, again, I got a message. I don't like sharing names, but you know, a couple fans unfortunately lost their houses in Louisiana, and they've been messaging me privately, and luckily one found a condo, but it's just like a war zone up there, you know? It's terrible. Terrible. Sad. But they know we're thinking of them. For sure. All right, so we're going to get into models. Hey, but think, you know, but I wanted to bring up something. So, like, we got, all right, so we got a lot of supporters, obviously, power companies and stuff. But, you know, this is an interesting industry that I didn't even know existed. Check this out. So 1-800-PACK-OUTS here. They're big fans of our site, and this is what they do. If you get water damage or mold damage, fire damage, I didn't even know these companies exist. So they'll come in, they'll professionally pack all your belongings, okay? Very, very cautiously. They actually store them in a facility. They clean them if they need clean. Like they'll dry them, they'll you know, if they smell like fire or mold, they clean your products, store your not products, your household belongings, pictures, you know, stuff that's very important, and then they'll store it, and then they'll bring it back to you. So it's crazy. I mean, that's an awesome industry that I didn't even know existed. So I'm sure they're up there right now helping folks, and probably helping out some of our fans. So props to them. Props, you know, that they support our page, and they share it a lot. So we're like one big happy weather community helping others. All right, so I'm going to show the first model. We'll show would be, I guess we'll just do them all. GFS. All right, let's just start with what the GFS is showing. So here is the 6Z. This is Friday the 11th. This is a week ahead. Here's where we're at now. So we're on Tropical Tidbits. So let's just kind of go to Monday. So the models are having a heck of a time right now. So this is what the NHC is talking about right now. Let me show you. So this is the orange guy. This is the red guy on the NHC map. And Bobby wrote this on Twitter earlier, but we don't know what the models. This year, I've had Bogo, Laura, and Marco. So who knows how the models are handling multiple systems this close together? But what the common theme has been, these two kind of merge, and on the models at least. Now the NHC is saying we're going to have two separate systems. The NHC is saying the red guy is going to go to the north, the orange guy is going to go below. So that's a little different. We're not really showing that. The Euro maybe a little bit, but there's confusion. That's what I'm saying. Enjoy the weekend. Be drunk donkeys. Because right now, it's like throwing darts trying to figure out what we got. But we know something's coming. We just don't know what. That's such a weatherman. I mean, that is so professional. We know something's coming, but we don't know what. There's my buddy David Butts. David Butts, old RC car guy. What's up, Stephanie Stokes? Hey, Katie Haley. Got your message this morning. I appreciate that, Katie. Sandy, we're all confused. Levi's the man. Levi, he is the smart guy. Something. All right, so we're going to do more models. I'm trying to read more more comments. It's impossible to read comments during storms, though. They fly by like for a second. Hey, I'm good, Henry. Thank you, bud. Bloody Mary, way too early, Sharon. I heard about the Mexican pizza. Reed Timmer was talking about that on Twitter. I guess he's a Mexican pizza guy. I guess my thing would be, if I lost Diet Dew, that's my backup to coffee, I'd be devastated. Yes, Susan. Great post, yes. South Carolina, well, Timothy, man, you gotta sweat through September with these Cape Verde style waves that come off of Africa. So the more fronts that we get, technically helps Texas, Louisiana, as we get a lot of systems start to turn. Less action here, but September's going to be, you need to be watching close. So yeah, happy Labor Day too, by the way. Safe Labor Day. Forgot Labor Day. Hey, Henry, little spin. Yep. All right, so here's what we do. Thank you, Mary Flood. Not a good name, Mary Flood. If you have Flood in your name, especially from Texas. All right, so here's a GFS on Tuesday. Two systems, orange guy, red guy merges. New orange guy here. Kind of watching here casually. And, look at that. Good news. Both of them go straight north. Whether or not that happens seems unlikely, honestly. Just because our high pressure has been so strong. But hey, good news. Put the pom-poms out. Hit the brakes. Go north. But we'll see. The big chatter all year has been how strong the high pressure is. So anyway, take it for what it's worth. All right, so there's that one. Let's look at the Euro at the exact same spot on Tuesday. There's the three guys. This is what the NHC is kind of banking on. NHC is banking on red guy, orange guy. Red guy goes by, orange guy stays behind, new guy behind. And, first guy gets caught up in the possible front, which makes sense. Second guy would be the one to watch. This would be the third guy, new orange guy. I don't know where the middle guy went. This would be the one I would say we would have to watch based on the high pressure building back in. So, but again, good news. Euro's showing a recurve. Second one, not sure yet. The second one is the new orange guy that's off Africa. It all comes down to the strength of our front here coming midweek, which predicting snow in Colorado, so could be a strong one. That's just things to think about. We talk about the steering patterns. All right, so here's Tuesday next week on the Canadian. There's that big ass front. That's a big ass front. That's a big ass September front. really doesn't do anything with the first one, second one. So, then there's another one. So that's good news, right? Another reason to go to ABC this weekend is because right now we don't have any main players hitting anyone really yet. The Icon I've not looked at today, but it's pretty consistent usually. All right, so here's Monday, 2 systems. And we haven't really talked about anything over here yet because I haven't really showed up. We show weak low pressure. Let's go back to the Euro. This is the Euro vorticity map. A little weak low pressure here on Tuesday. So it is kind of tied to this whole general area. Doesn't really develop it. So I used to say watch with one eye. That's a one eye watcher. Here's the Icon, 2 systems on Wednesday. What it does with them is, it starts to pull it north. So that's good news too. There's our new guy. So in the model's favor, going back to the Tropics map here, this red guy is favored so far to curve. This guy is favored to kind of like disappear. This might be the one to watch. But so far, that's a good trend. Trends are your friend. Trends are your friend. All right, and then let's see, one more model, the GFS Para. This is really the only one supporting more of a high pressure building back in, and that's gloom and doom. But the GFS Para has been doing better. So anyway, there you go. Look at that. So the GFS Para, this is Wednesday the 16th. Just throwing it out there. It's showing the same type of setup. Timing again. So we always talk about timing. Timing has always been the same. System here. This is like midweek, like something here, something here. That's midweek next week. Wednesday. I'll do cursive. That's less click. So I saved a click. So we're all about saving the click. And then, leftover. So, and really, this whole general area here we're watching is tied to a wave and a front that lingers around and leaves behind some energy. So that's definitely a spot that could be something next week to watch. All right, so back to the GFS Para. Kind of shows the parallel model, kind of shows the thinking that high pressure is strong and keeps our waves getting awfully close. This would be Wednesday the 16th, 2 weeks from now. Too far away to obviously be worried, but just showing that possibility that the high pressure could be stronger. So, clickbait. What do we got? That's right, Sammy Beth. This would be. If we had this middle September peak of season. Look at that. We'd have 3 potential hurricanes to talk about, and that would I would go insane. But anyway, just throwing it out there. And again, it's definitely ramping up the sky here, but it's not really showing on very many models, so don't be worried about that. Anything too far out is definitely take it for a grain of salt. This is more likely what we're looking at next week, midweek next week, Thursday. So, and before I leave the site, let's look at 2 things. Let's look at upper air. I like looking at the different thinking on our front. And don't you start barking at me. Listen. Here's your Friday bark. Listen. So Hunter starts out he jumps. He's like jumping, and then he starts barking to get my attention. But it's not really a bark; it's like a yap. That's the only thing I hate about little dogs. So I wish I could change his voice out and put like a big old Mean bar. Oh, he walked away. He's pissed because he knows I'm talking about him. No, I'm sad. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Come here. Now I've hurt his feelings. All right, so let's look at midweek. All right, so midweek is this. This is Wednesday. So Wednesday, the upper level winds on tropical tidbits. This is where we're looking at the highs and the lows. And this is our front coming. And here's the high pressure. So, a little weakness pops out of nowhere here. That's kind of what is driving our system to pull northward. Which is actually kind of tied to... No, not really. But anyway. So, the end of next week, our front erodes pretty quick. This is Friday. This is Thursday next week. High pressure starts to build back in. So if our system actually makes it this far over, the high pressure is going to start building back in. The Euro is expecting it to find this little weakness and go north. Well, not really big north, but to the north. So we'll just stop it on Friday here. And here's the Euro thinking. GFS is thinking this, that our systems escape. But they're all showing, next week, like Saturday, Tuesday, high pressure, so it's just very confusing. The main thing is during the week, the big front comes down, how far, here it pulls out. The big question mark everybody's talking about is how far south does it go? And it's actually, it's definitely coming this side. The question is how far down and to the east are all saying. That's the question mark. Boom. So every run of the GFS, and what I wanted to see is temperatures. And the CMC kind of showing. So, we're just not seeing a clear high pressure confidence of what's really going on. So that's what I'm saying. Go to ABC, get drunk, or not drunk. Drink water. Drink water. Kool-Aid. Sit by the pool. Here comes Hunter. He's going to give me another shot. So let's look at those temperatures, and that'll give you an idea how cold that front really is. So let's look at some temp maps on midweek stuff. So here is thinking on the front. So the CMC, you can see the greens. This is 50s and 40s. There's the snow coming. Here's Texas Panhandle. I learned that one, by the way. Dang, didn't know, Kathy. Nope. I didn't plan it. I should have planned it for this weekend. The following weekend, I don't think we have anything planned. But here's the front coming, and it just kind of stops. Remember we were showing 40s and 50s a couple days ago, and look, CMC's not buying it. So nothing in the 60s now showing in the south. Go back to GFS. Remember, well, now it's back showing it. So there it is. There's our front coming down, swooping through. So we could, possibly. Midweek we can see 60s dipping down. So, it's just showing you the front's pretty strong, 57. So it's back to showing a strong dip. But like we saw with Laura, we'll have to see how fast it pulls out and how fast the high pressure builds back in. No, I don't think the models are doing a very good job right now. So, and I would say out of 3, chances are not all 3 are going to time that front perfectly and escape. So, all right, so there's that. Well, what else can we look at? Let's look at the UK, and then we'll take a little short break to read comments. Your ass crack. Brax. I can relate, man. And I got my thermostat off, by the way. Yesterday's news. I got one screw came out. Good news. I got a left-handed extractor set coming today from Amazon. Never tried one of those. but it looks fairly easy to get to, so I should be able to jar it out of there. In worst case, I'll just retap it. So I like challenges. So in the meantime, I had to get some new hoses. I mean, I haven't changed the hoses since 2002. I bought the Mustang in 01. Drove it all the way home from St. Louis. Can you believe it? Made it home. All right. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hey, my buddy Scotty Zerk. What's up, Scotty Zerk? You got a lefty? Mary? Lefty? I can't do anything with my left hand except pick my nose. I can do that with both hands. It's a guy thing. I grew up, people call me Little Booger. Oh, Shelly, coffee ran out. I'm about there with you. Look, I'm not going to pour it, but just to prove I'm drinking coffee. Well, no, I can't really show you. Hey, Kathy Vantoff. Yep, she wants a Jeep. Jeeps are cheap. As long as she can see over the steering wheel. I got some blinker fluid too, and I got a new muffler bearing. So all right, so here's the UK. We haven't looked at the UK model. UK, same thing, midweek, 2 systems. The UK absorbs our 2. Look at it. You can almost see it right here. Look, the Fujiwara is happening on most models. Look at that. They're dancing. That's what the Fujiwara does. 2 systems kind of end up, bigger systems suck in the little guy. It's kind of like Louis eating Hunter. So anyway, that's what the UK is showing. It merges into one system, and then by next week, it only runs out this far, 144. But it's a good map to leave on because or leave on my browser anyways, because here's our front, and that's going to push its way that way, and the question will be, does this follow suit? Looking likely. The question will be though, does the high come back in and this little guy stays behind and has more west? So that would be my guess at this point. And the first guy is the red guy, orange guy. These 2 guys. It could be a guy and a girl. They become one. They merge. Oh man, Kathy's talking about Bailey's. There's your Fujiwara effect. Thank you, Shelly. I know one thing. So Julie, Fujiwara Betty. Well, there's a video I shared one time. It happens a bunch, believe it or not, in the Pacific. It doesn't happen a lot in the Atlantic. But I'm not letting Emily drive Julie's car because it's a Charger with a lot of horsepower. I'm a NASCAR guy. I grew up racing and stuff. So she hits the gas on that thing, she'll be doing donuts on US 19 quicker than she don't even know what to do. Even with traction control on, you can spin it out. And but here's the thing too. I mean, so in reality, this right here is breaking down our high too. I mean, seriousness. This is happening. This is live. So this is happening now. Kind of breaking up our high pressure a little bit. That's why some of the models are reacting to it and going straight north. Makes sense, right? So once this all gets out of here, there'll be a little high here. And then we'll have our front coming down. And then we'll have high here. Click, click, click. Save the click. And this will be the one that, if these 2 highs meet, combine, then this little guy will do this. This is what we would see possibly. We would see a oomph. Oh boy, nowhere to go. And that's kind of what the GFS parallels doing on Tropical Tidbits here. So watch this guy. I got to do the click. So watch this guy. So, well, that's not the guy. Yeah, that might be the guy. Am I fast forward? No, I don't know. But anyway, watch the second one. The first one, well, they show both of them. So it's kind of a combination of both. But anyway. See that little bump bump? So I don't think it does anything to the first one. Who knows? But this is that scenario of the weakness here. You can see it, but then the high builds back in, and then it kicked back to the west. So, anyway, so lots of unknowns out there. So we're on YouTube, yes. Don't forget that. I meant to show some things earlier and I forgot. So we're on YouTube live. Hey, we got 153 people. So everybody wave to YouTube. What's up? And listen, Shelly's working with Facebook. There'll be down the road. No, I can't promise you. You can't put this in the court of law. But we could add people to the supporter page, and that'll be a perk on YouTube because they can throw support too. So that's hopefully coming. So you can join our wonderful chat room. So, hey, Matt, which one, buddy? I kind of just did. Maybe that's what you're talking about. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we had an earthquake in Florida yesterday. I had somebody we was out yesterday, and somebody said, did Florida really have an earthquake? I'm like, yeah, I think it was a 4.0. And I do have a link now to Instagram right here next. Look at that. Look how pretty that looks. Look at that, man. I was like cleaning up the website a little bit. So there's Twitter and Instagram. The coolest thing I did was I fixed this box. I locked the size better now, so you can see the watermark behind it, so you know what's going there. And it doesn't interfere with any of the stuff down here. So, but back to the GFS. One of our questions was show the GFS. Well, yeah, GFS isn't showing too much. We can look at rain. Let's look at the rain on the GFS. Levi's got a good rain map. I like Levi. He's got this stuff, man. All right, so here's your GFS. This is the weekend. So remember, this weekend we got high pressure kind of dominating, so we don't really have any organized rains or anything. I mean, there's your normal afternoon rain Saturday night, but that's hard to predict. Well, actually, let's look at that real quick. Let's look at the flow, what we're looking at for the weekend. This will go out. So here's your flow. I always like to look at the flow, not the flow from Progressive, but she is kind of cute. It's funny, the older you get, you start thinking older people are cuter than, I see school teachers now that look young, and I'm like, when I was a kid, they looked old. So here, look at that. High pressure. This is awesome. So let me go back to the surface chart where we're at here. All right, so here's your surface chart. I'm learning with you guys. I used to not know anything. I just acted like I did. But now I kind of know stuff. I still act like it most of the time. But there's our high pressure system spinning clockwise like a clock. And back to the HRRRR here. You can see this. Check this out. You can see the flow of rains kind of circling around a high pressure system. Hi. Anyway, this is the next 36 hours of radar. So there's your rain circling around. This is late tonight. This is this evening. So Florida rains are building east to west today. Normal. That's because we have high pressure. But anyway, there's the spin. Not forming obviously, but Then tomorrow, things are really dry. It's 7 a.m. Little coastal rains. East Coast rains get it. When we have this weather pattern, East Coast gets the rains. A few little popcorn storms down here, the tip of Texas. Tomorrow morning, there's some more rain circling around. It looks like we could have a little more convergence of rains tomorrow night. So two days of heavy rains in East Texas, Louisiana, and then it's the same tomorrow. Normal Saturday night rains across the state of Florida. So it'll be back to the classic summertime pattern. Brax is not crossing sewage. You know how long it took me to learn what brown water and gray water was? Camping. All right, so we got a lot. There's that. I think I got everything covered. Back to the Facebook page again, by the way, just to show you some cool stuff. In case you didn't notice, but on the side here, we got new buttons. We got a YouTube button, a Twitter button. You can always go to Twitter and YouTube and see the video again if you want. It pops in right here on the screen, which is kind of neat when I'm not on Facebook. When you're on Facebook, it's hard to be on Facebook. Whitney, you're always going to hear the click. There's no way a microphone is not going to pick up that click. I'm telling you. I went ahead and spent the money. I'm trying to get a microphone a little more, not less tinny. But yeah, back to tropics. We had Hurricane Nana went through Belize, and currently it's exiting. I still have Weather Nerds still got some floaters on it, so let's take a look at that. They're still getting rain. I think we still got a floater maybe on it, or Nana. I mean, here's a current look at. So we had a couple fans chime in that it wasn't too bad. This is current look. So we got some lingering leftovers hanging into Belize here in Central America. This is current. In fact, let's zoom out a little bit. So Nana, and then this is big. We got to look at that too. I don't know what the heck's going on out there, man. Whitney, you got your blob shirt on? I hope. What's up, Marcia? Look. Hey, Matt. What's up, Matt? GFS 10 days Upper Gulf. Yes. GFS 10 days Upper Gulf. Now, GFS Para, are you talking about the parallel model? If you're talking about the parallel model, it's showing formation for the Upper Gulf. But here's leftover. So this, yeah, what the heck is that, man? It's big. But anyway, Belize got the hurricane overnight Wednesday into Thursday. It did reach hurricane status, and currently leftovers are crossing over into the Pacific now. And there you go. So we're watching this old guy. I don't know what the heck that is. That's just on that boundary of some upper level disturbance, but still it's firing big time. But so 10 days on the GFS. Listen, all right, so I don't know about the main GFS. 240 hours. Yeah, see and we got to look at ensembles too. But you're probably talking about the parallel model, I would think. And that one's definitely showing something in 10 days down here. So luckily not all the models are showing it. Was it Matt? Yes, Matt. Yep, that's the one we're looking at. So it's kind of a mixture of leftovers. You know, it is showing crossover energy. A lot of it's a lot of this is the midweek front. This is Friday. Things, you know, according to this GFS model, we'll start to see if there's any consistency, but hasn't been a lot of other models showing it, so that's good. But so if that were to happen, this is your front. This is that midweek front we keep talking about. And it could spawn a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know, just general low pressure, blah, 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 blah. But I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't stress about it yet. There's really no other models showing that. You know, 10 days out. GFS is showing more of a weak wave here next Tuesday than anything else, but you know, definitely wouldn't stress about it yet. But you know, CMC showing a little, yeah. So yeah, it's a spot to watch, but I wouldn't get too worked up yet about it. And unless we haven't looked at the ensembles yet. Ensembles are still all over the place. 10 days out, there's that pole to the north. Now, these are all the European thinking, but again, 10 days out, we're not showing many, if any, formations, so that's good news. 15 days out, you know, we have a couple little random guys, a couple of them inching into the Caribbean, but as far as upper Gulf goes, on the Euro at least, it's not buying into that latest GFS, so that's good. There's Jonathan English. I haven't butchered much lately, Jonathan. And we also have the GFS. I think he added the parallel ensembles now. This is new to weather models. I clicked Australia. Atlantic. All right. So here's the GFS para models. You know, Wednesday next week, high concentration of ensembles. High concentration next week. 10 days out. I see people posting. Let's see this model a lot. So we have high confidence next week of two general areas, middle week. But then look at what happens. They have no idea where they're going. And this is that one that we were showing that kind of kept it going more towards. And there's a few showing that development down here, but so again, you know, next week at this time we'll be having possibly named systems, and so Angie, how could you be late to the party, man? 9:19 every day. We haven't even looked at the Navy model, Travis. You're right, man. Or am I a JD Squire? What's that? I'm a JD Jack Daniels. All right, so we haven't looked at the Navy model yet, and the Navy still has they don't have a private site. I can't believe it, or a secure site. Crazy. So let's loop it. We'll just loop it. It's kind of hard to follow, but we can at least see the colors, kind of get an idea. We'll just let it play. Oh, hey Doug, you're welcome, man. I wish I could see. I only Jack, good question. On the East Coast, I would 100% be watching. Obviously, there's no guarantee. You know, with three potential systems, you know, this first one is very likely it's going to recurve to the north. You can see it. This is on the Navy model. This is only going out how many hours? 240, 10 days. Wow. All right, and here's our next system. So this is the one that I would think we would have to watch more, just because there's good confidence on the first one curving north. Big question is going to be the high pressure builds back in. Does the second system make its way across? So Navy supports the recurve to the north on the first one. Second one starts to get going. So, and then, you know, as far as strength goes, you know, Euro's showing pretty hefty little system here. But, you know, again, this is 10 days out. 968, pretty decent sized hurricane. I mean, that's really the first signs of a true Cape Verde style hurricane coming off of Africa. So this could be the one to watch. This is September 14th. GFS parallel showing it. Same exact spot. Oh, that's 90 hours. What the heck? So here you go. All right. So, CMC 240 hour, Euro 240 hour, GFS kind of, and then that's it for the three. So there's a lot of it made sense. I need a new mouse pad. Let's see. All right, where's my web browser at? All right, so here's the scoop. So probably, as tradition, nothing on the weekend. I'll start posting about the Middle Caribbean blob. We'll see what that's all about. Nothing on the NHC map. That's good news. And then we'll watch and wait. All right. So what's the date? Second one. What's the date near St. Lucia? Where the heck's that at? It's the country in the Caribbean. See, I learned. We haven't done geography in a long time. Look at that. If you're there, so awesome. Right smack dab in the middle. Well, hopefully it's to the north of everybody. But it would still be, if that first one even makes it out there, it would be 10 days. It would be September 14th. So, I mean, let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, I mean, well, that one is a little more lower, so take that back. I said hopefully it would be higher. But anyway, so 14th. So, it would be the 15th. It'd be getting close to you guys. 11 days from now. So, Tuesday the 15th. So, there you go. 10 days. And according to that, it would already be a pretty decent sized hurricane. And if we got anybody in Cape Verde, definitely be watching. We've seen over the years waves can come off Africa already formed and give Cape Verde Islands something to worry about. So that would be Friday, September 11th. So that's the one to watch. Hopefully it follows the path of this guy and curves on out of here. But that's only 10 days out. So. What's the most recent advisory step? Man, see, I can't hardly keep up with nothing. Hey, Jim Parker, you're welcome. Timothy, I guess there's always some, unfortunately. I stay out of it. Recent advisory, Stephanie. Well, here's a color map. We have 70% on the red guy, 40% on the orange guy, and then 50% on this guy. And this is the one that, let's see, timing wise. So this would be so hard to figure out timing. So let's see. So this would be 5 days, 11th. I'm not even sure if that's the one that the Euro is picking up on. But whatever the case may be, 10 days out, it appears that we're going to have a system somewhere around here 10 days out. So right here. That could be the one to watch 10 days out. Somewhere right here. 14th. And this guy should be up here. Trust me, three systems like this. But again, if you're confused, so far, vast majority of the models are showing our first system either merging with the two merging. Most all the models are showing a recurve on the first system, so that's a trend. Trends are your friends. Unfortunately, we could be looking at, there's always that one storm that sneaks through. And Ashley isn't here today, but this is in honor of Ashley. Ashley bought me like 99 bottles of Mountain Dew, and I somehow forget to throw the caps away. The dogs like them. Cindy, man, I wish I knew. Now, this first red one is, like I said, likely to curve. That's a lot of the models are showing this one curving. A lot of the models are showing this one becoming one with that one as they dance around each other. This one, yeah, see, that's not the one. So this one isn't even showing up on the Euro. This one's kind of going up and then dying. It's a new one that's coming off that's not even marked yet. 10 days out. And that's the only thing that would, not be a worry, but let's say the front does come down, dries everything away. Maybe Bermuda. Don't forget our Bermuda friends. But then the high comes back in, and next one comes across. So it's September, we got a lot to watch. But the Euro is a little concerning when you look at the strength of that one coming off of Africa. But it could just be one run. I don't know. Let's see. No, it showed it yesterday too. There's a 12Z yesterday. Pretty decent size. Kind of starting to turn north, but it spits out another one. The African wave train. Anyway. So, all right. Everything's flying by. Let's see. September 19th. There you go, Troy. You're a hurricane baby. Denise, yep, I got my crayons. We got the red crayon. I got the official Drunk Donkey crayon here. Boom. For 99 cents. I don't even know what I paid for it. We bought that at the Mall of America. At the Crayola store. So I had my own Drunk Donkey crayon made. What does Julie drink? Yeah, Julie's a good girl. She doesn't like to drink much. So, where is Amanda? Who's Amanda? Anyway, all right, cool. I've been an hour and a half, or hour and 6 minutes. So, thank you, Angie. Yep, that was. I was like a big kid at the Crayola store. I don't even remember when we went. Was it last year? Or 2 years ago? I can't remember. I think we went to a Rays game up there. Rays are back on. Thank you, Jamelia Rooney. Yep. Hey, the chat thing, I stay out of that stuff, guys. I'm not even going to, we got almost 1 million people. The whole idea of the supporter thing, to be honest with you, I didn't even have the chat last year. And, I just figured it's a great way. People say, hey, how can we, I spend 20 hours a day doing this. Yeah, it takes away from real jobs. So, yeah, it helps because I do it. But it's like a tip. It's $5 a month. I say, hey, if you want a tip. I tip my servers way more than that. I tip the pizza guy $10 before I even know if I even get my pizza. I don't even know the kid, and I give him $10. And I never see the kid again in my life. So, the room is just a perk. The room is, hey, I give discounts to the gear. I give our supporters cost. We're fixing to mail out stickers free. Well, it's not free, obviously. You guys paid. But Um, I laugh to think that somebody tips a server $5 and then 20 days later they get mad at them because something I don't get it. I stay out of it. Victoria, can I go over the weather? Oh my God, I can't. It was an hour. I'll do a little recap. Maybe I'll do my little quickie. Now that everything makes sense, I like my little quickies. Let's see. Well, so yeah, I'll do a little quickie. Everything else looks good. Everything's good. Site's looking good. I did a lot of tweaking on it. Again, we're thanking everybody up there in Hurricane Laura land. I know we got Sparks Energies up there right now doing all the repairs. They employ thousands, 3,300 linemen. Lodging Solutions set up. They got a tent city up there for thousands of people they're housing. It's crazy. Things I didn't even know existed. It's unheard of, really. And then I know Tammy Kent's watching. She keeps chiming in. She sets up all the personnel that actually assesses and deploys. You can't imagine the work that's involved post storm. Just crazy. Just crazy. Unheard of. All right, that's cool beans. All right, well, we'll replay this like always, and the replaying the grid, Whitney, it's a mess. Thermostat bolt cooperate, Jane. No, it broke in half, but there is a little piece on there. So I bought a lefty drill tap set. I watched YouTube. Thank God for YouTube. And my buddy Dusty just said I didn't even know this existed. Is that proper English? But we'll see. I'm going to tap it out. I can do it. So I went ahead and bought a new thermostat, new gasket. I even bought a couple new hoses. I'm trying to find out if there's any Mustang people out there. So I'm trying to find out. I think I have an original radiator. It looks like hell. So I was going to buy a new radiator because, like I said, I bought the car in 01. I got to take care of it. It's 2021 almost now. So I've had it 20. It's a 69. I'm trying to find out if the stock radiator was 2-core or not. If I should get a 3-core. I want a 3-core. But I figured since I'm taking the whole cooling system apart, I might as well fix it. So, anyway, Stephanie, yep, spinach is what keeps us together. All right, well, I'm signing off. It's already 10:30. So, hey, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you learned something. What's going on in the tropics? We kind of learn together. We talk weather and see what's out there. There's no reason to freak out this weekend for sure on these guys. We have no idea. So it's a great weekend to chill out. No weather. That's awesome. And we'll see. We'll see what Monday brings, right? So see ya. Have a great weekend. And TGIF to all the drunk donkeys out there. We'll see you.